Hey guys, Crystal here, and I am doing another product review today, and it is for the Carbon Coco charcoal whitening kit. So, I had been looking for a way to white my teeth a little bit more naturally than the chemical whiteners that you can buy at the stores. They make my teeth really sensitive, and so I was trying to find other options. I looked at two main ones that kind of come up when you think of more naturally based whitening, and that is coconut oil pulling as they call it, and activated charcoal, which is different than the charcoal in your grill. Very different, okay? But when I looked up research, the oil pulling, it didn't really sound like it did a whole lot. So I decided to try out the activated charcoal. Now I opted for the whole little kit that Carbon Coco offers, and it comes with a bamboo bristled toothbrush, the actual activated charcoal whitening powder, and then it also comes with a charcoal toothpaste, which is part of the reason why I chose the Carbon Coco kit, because a lot of other options I looked at were just the activated charcoal, and I was like, well, I kind of want to double my efforts with the toothpaste. So that's what I did. I got this right off of the Carbon Coco website. It comes, I believe, from Australia. So it took a little while to get here. It took longer than I expected it to. But once it finally did, I dove right in. I opted to do this, even though based on my research, I found that some dentists recommended not using activated charcoal because it can be a bit abrasive for your teeth. My viewpoint was, okay, I'm doing this for my wedding. I'm getting married soon, and I'm only going to do this as like a one-time deal. So, if it's a little abrasive on my teeth, I can handle that. It's not going to be painful like a chemical whitener would be. So that was why I opted for it, but do keep in mind that it can be abrasive, and it's not something that, I or dentists in general recommend prolonged use of. So what I did was that I took a picture of my teeth before I used it for the first time, and then I used it twice daily for about a week. And the way that it works is basically you take this guy, you wet it, you dip it into the activated charcoal, and then you brush your teeth with it. Basically get, down in all those crevices, really scrub, get a really nice scrub out of it. It doesn't really taste like anything, which I know sounds weird, but it honestly doesn't. It's just kind of gritty in your mouth. But your mouth will literally be black, okay? It's charcoal. It's going to be black. Again, it's activated charcoal, which is very different than charcoal that is, used in your grill or leftover, from burning something or anything like that. It's totally different. Please do not use charcoal from your grill in your mouth. Don't do it. But anyway, so you take that and then you spit it out. You rinse really well. Really, really well. And then I followed up with the toothpaste, which also has charcoal in it. But it was mostly like a regular toothpaste. It's a little minty. I got the spearmint. And that was a really nice kind of second step, I thought. So I did that twice for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. A week, 2 weeks. I think I said a week before, but it was actually 2 weeks. And then I took a picture of my teeth again, and I definitely noticed a difference. I definitely saw that my teeth were a couple shades whiter, which was awesome. So I would say that the Carbon Coco, the activated charcoal, definitely works. I definitely saw a difference, definitely loved it. Like I said, I really liked the two-step process of doing not just the activated charcoal, but also the toothpaste on top of that. One of the things that I did notice, and I apologize, my cat's like chilling out back here. One of the things that I did notice though, is that it is really hard to get the charcoal out of your gums. So one of the things that they recommend when you're using the activated charcoal is that you really floss well. And I was actually finding that the charcoal was so fine that it would just like, it would really get stuck in there. Like even with flossing, I wouldn't get it all out. So it was kind of frustrating. And then like, you know, if I did it in the morning, then I would have like little pieces of charcoal coming out throughout the day. Even with, you know, rinsing really well and using the toothpaste afterwards, I was still struggling with that. So, I stopped using it 2 times a day and, went to just using it once a day in the evenings, because then, you know, I could do my whole process. I could floss, I could go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, I could still find those black pieces, but they had, for the most part, worked their way out of my gums by then, and I could just brush my teeth like normal and go along with my day. So that is the one downfall that I found, is that it's really hard to get all of that charcoal out of your gums. I definitely saw a difference. I, you know, have sort of used it off and on since that initial time. So I'll use it for like a week, once a week, and then I'll go a couple weeks of just using my regular toothpaste. Mostly the thought process in my head there is that, I'm just trying to keep the whiteness that my teeth currently are, until my wedding. So again, dentists, you know, kind of recommend staying away from it because of how abrasive it could be, but I personally was like, well, this is like a one-time thing and I'm not going to be doing this forever. So that is my little product review of Carbon Coco. Do I recommend it? Yes, I definitely do, especially if you are somebody who struggles with chemical whiteners and them making your teeth just really sensitive and painful. But just keep in mind that it is a little messy. And I definitely recommend the 2-step process. I liked the toothpaste because I felt like it was another step of whitening. But it also helped get some of the charcoal pieces that were stuck in my gums out while I was brushing with the toothpaste. So I am definitely going to recommend that you do the 2-step process and get the full kit. I just dropped it. Get the full kit from Carbon Coco. But that is my little product review. Enjoy!